Peace. Represent Sunnyvale. Straight the fuck up.
Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of What Did He Just Say? Why does he keep saying that? Why does he talk like that? Why does he keep doing this? I'm your host, Brittany Griner, and today, dude, I don't really have anything, bro. I don't have my notebook. I had no talking points written down, and yesterday I posted on my Instagram story that there's probably not going to be an episode next week. And then shout out to Judah because he messaged me and said, yes, there is. So here I am, and I thought I'd record before this edible kicks in. So we're doing it. And I have said previously that I want to do an episode every week, even if they're just 10 minutes. And this one will be probably 4. So let's get it, dude. Let's see. The reason I didn't record yesterday, besides not having the talking points, was, what was it? Sunday night. I forgot to set an alarm for the morning, and in turn, I did not go work out, which is I go lift weights on Monday morning. Didn't do that. Woke up at like 10 and decided to not work out at all and do music, which is what I did. I figured if I worked out, it would be like, I don't know, 3 p.m. by the time I was finished, stretched, eaten, had coffee, showered, and was dressed and like ready to do things. But anyways, who cares about that? Did not record. That's the point. That's what I'm getting at. So for about half the day, I was certain I would not record today. And then, like I said, Judah messaged me and said, you have to. And I said, I have to. Have been working on music. One of my coworkers suggested that I do a version of Jesus Loves Me that just goes hard in the paint. Which, shout out to 2010, because people don't say hard in the paint anymore. I've been working on that. I learned all the chords and the melody yesterday on piano and guitar. Guitar was easy, mostly. Tried to learn a jazz version of it. It was too hard. I'm not that talented at the piano. Very basic, fundamental. But I got it laid into Ableton, and now I need to mix it and make it sound half decent, which is tough with the beats because they sound good in the beats, and then you play them somewhere else and they don't sound good, like AirPods or iPhone speakers, iPhone 13 Pro speakers. Anyways, I was doing that yesterday, and I'm going to finish that up today. I might record a video for it and upload it because it does go hard. I've also been working on a cover of the Office theme song, which, by the way, I hate it. I hate it because the thing with that, it's one of the best intro songs in TV history, I'd say. That's a fact. You can Google it or whatever. But when you are mixing the song and trying to make it sound better, after about 4 straight minutes of that piano part, you get so sick of hearing it. You get so sick of hearing it. So that's where I'm at with that. I will probably take a break from working on that before I finish it. And I've been putting the Somewhere Over the Rainbow melody over it somewhat. Not that entire melody, but the part that you would recognize, because a lot of it doesn't sound good over the chords. But anyways, been working on that. Been working on Jesus Loves Me. It goes very hard. And that's what I've been doing with my time. Gonna do that later, and probably gonna play PlayStation later. But this isn't a fucking video diary, dude. Joseph Biden took his last fall. He tripped and fell right out of the presidential race for the 2024 candidacy. Boom, nailed that word. And he announced it on Ice Cream Day. So I think he's going to spend the rest of his days enjoying ice cream and trying to remember the names of his loved ones. So good for him. He doesn't need to be running. He frankly is, he's been rapidly deteriorating, and it's sad to watch. It's sad to watch. Because imagine imagine seeing your grandfather on TV, struggling or falling upstairs or falling anywhere. Imagine seeing your grandfather on TV. There's millions watching and he's just falling all the time, dude. And people accuse him of shitting his pants, which is very funny. I love to laugh at it. But in reality, if you were there, it would be sad, dude. It would be sad. You wouldn't like seeing it. No one likes seeing it. And that's our president. And the other guy is, dodging bullets or whatever. But I don't know, dude. I just can't find it in my heart of hearts to really care about politics. I just like the theater of it. I like to laugh at it, and that's it. That's all I like to do. But some people take it real serious, and it's awkward. And a lot of people will corner you in a conversation about it that they force you to be rude. They force you to aggressively leave the conversation because they care about it too much. What else has been happening? I talked about Sketch already. Still, what up, Sketch? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, dude, I just been doing music. Trying so hard to not have dead air. Just been doing music. This edible's starting to kick in. Been watching podcasts. And, there might be an episode like this every now and then. I do have a guest. I have two potential near future guests. And I will not announce them because I feel like that makes it not happen. And I don't typically believe in bad luck because I do believe that luck is as bad as you believe it to be. But the record shows that announcing a guest before the guest makes the guest not be a guest. So that's what's up with that. One of the guests, though, I had an idea for them to be on, and I was hanging out with them, air quotes, and I was too I didn't want to ask because my podcast gets 8 viewers and 4 listens, and just who wants to do it really? Besides me. But I was telling this person about the podcast, and he asked the question that people always ask: what do you talk about? And I don't even know what I talk about. I have nothing to talk about ever. I'm shocked that you guys listen to this and watch this. It's unbelievable. I wouldn't watch this. And I'm just kidding. But he asked what it's about, and I say what I always say, whatever I want it to be. And he asked me if I had people on, and I was like, yeah, dude. And he said he would be on it. And I said, bet, because I was thinking about asking you, but I didn't want to. So that's going to happen, and I'm excited about it. The other potential guest is an old friend, a longtime friend, and a homie from back in the day till now, a longtime friend. So my audience, all like 15 people, will recognize this person. So that's cool. Shout out to both of those guys. They are men. That's gonna happen. Been heavy on Zens. Actually, I've been eating edibles. I ate one probably, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. Starting to feel it. And that's it, dude. I'm gonna work on some music. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can talk about. I don't want it to be too short. I will say this, dude. If you go into a restaurant 15 minutes before they close and we go, hey, like, just so you guys know, the kitchen does close in 15 minutes. And if you go, okay, we'll hurry, then you kind of suck. And if you do that and you say that you're going to tip well, you better tip well. Don't just say you're going to tip well just to get us to like you. My foot is cramping right now. Don't just say you're going to tip well. Actually do it, dude. Okay, this is not appropriate for the pod, but I was 3 seconds away from full foot cramp. Oh, that feels better. Trick is to pull your toes back. That's how you do it. Life hack. Fucking get my shoe back on. I made the transition from wearing slippers on the pod to wearing real shoes on the pod, and it's making me realize that I have too many shoes. But since I don't skateboard anymore, I don't go through shoes like I used to. I also clean my shoes with water, dish soap, and a toothbrush. And I do that to any pair that gets dirty, and I do that to my work shoes once a week. Weird thing I do some weird things because I like to be in control. I also organize my underwear drawer and every single dresser drawer that I have, except my junk drawer at the top, which is miscellaneous items. But even that has some organization to it. And I didn't realize that organizing my dresser drawers was weird until I talked about it to other people, and they were like, wait, what? And I was like, yeah, dude. I think someone asked me if I folded my socks, and I said, brother, not only do I fold them, I organize them. So anyways, dude, God, this is, what else, dude? What else about restaurants? I wouldn't say I'm Buddhist, but one of the main philosophies of Buddhism is that life is suffering. Because everyone suffers. I mean, some people way more than others, and others way less than some. Wow, that was fucking fire, dude. Main philosophies. Life is suffering. Everyone deals with death. Everyone deals with hard times. Most people either get really sick or they have a loved one get really sick, and they just go through hard times. And working in the restaurant industry is exactly that. It is a practice in having the worst time, but presenting yourself as though you're great. And it's just a real emotional exercise. At least work in front of house. Because back of house is belligerent, dude. Back of house is like a locked door and a couple guards away from being a prison. Those guys are violent. They're loud. They're mean. They hate each other. They hate you. Like they really just don't have it together fully, mentally or emotionally. But they send that food out, brother. They're, they're also fun to talk to because I don't know any back of house. Like, I don't know any kitchen people that have like a real filter, like to really stop themselves from saying the most vile things that you've ever heard. And that's my favorite. So I'm a big fan of hate speech, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. Um, Satirical misogyny, I guess. Um, what else, dude? I'm gonna just call this episode just bitching about work. The edible's kicking in too. I can feel it in my voice. Or it's the Zen. I don't know. Um, let's see. I think that's all I have, dude. I think that's all I have. Oh no, the bracelet on my watch is dirty and I can't figure out how to clean it, so that's a thing. It's the nicest watch I own. Just leaves like a dirt spot that looks greasy because all the sweat. So that's what's going on under my watch bracelet. If you, the viewer and listener, are wondering what's under my Certina, it's my first Swiss watch that I ever bought, and it was very impulsive. Bought it January 6th, my favorite anniversary, and it was very irresponsible, dude. So I love it too. I wear it every day in the screen. So that's that. If there's any singers that listen to this, I can't sing and I would like to make tracks that have singing on them. I would like to make an EP. I don't know if I talked about this on the pod, but I want to make an EP and I want to call it I Came Here to Play Guitar. There was a situation I had one time with a person where a group of people were sitting on just in the living room watching a movie, and I was sitting on the floor playing a guitar, but an electric guitar that was not plugged in, so it wasn't loud. I wasn't disturbing the movie. And this person looked at me and goes, "Hey, can you put that guitar up?" And I was like, "What? Why?" And then this person goes, "Did you come here to play guitar or to hang out with me?" So, fast forward, fast forward through an argument, an ending of a thing, and to now, I want to make an EP that's called I Came Here to Play Guitar. So, that's something I'm working on. Thought about hiring someone to mix it and master it, but I had a talk with Eli that I recorded and uploaded where he said you mix something, and I don't think he's all knowing, but I like Eli, so I this really connected. Anyways, he said you mix something the best that you can and you release it. And then on down the road, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35 years later, you can look back and see where you were in your artistry or your musicianship. So now that's kind of my mindset on it. However, with that being said, I'm trying to get as good at mixing as I can, as fast as I can. And there's a lot of hangups with it. So I want to make this album. I came here to play guitar, which will be, no, not an album, an EP. If you don't know, an EP is like less than a certain amount of songs. And an LP, a full album, is more than a certain amount of songs. I don't know what that exact number is, but typically when you see an EP, it's like 4, 5, 6, 7 songs. I think to be a full album, maybe it's 9. I don't know. If I had a Jamie, I would have them Google it, but I don't. So I want to do that. and I want to do originals on it. I was going through my Instagram and I found some old videos I did, like looping videos. And there was an original in there that I want to revisit and revamp and put bass on and drums and stuff since I have all these capabilities now, which is interesting too because I put much more effort into videos now than I used to, but I feel like older stuff has more likes. And maybe because it's existed on platforms for longer, or maybe because attention spans were different in 2018, or maybe, a combination of all of these things. I don't really know. The same with the podcast. From episode probably 25 to 39, 40 listens was the average. And there wasn't even video. And I'm also unsure if everyone that watches it is aware. Jesus Christ, dude, I just ate food. I'm trying not to throw up. Shout out to Chef's Delight Tea. I'm not aware. Jesus. I'm not sure, rather, that everyone who watches is aware. Woo! Okay. Cut. Not sure if everyone that watches is aware that there is an audio only version. Boom, dude. Nailed it. You missed. That was a Donald Trump reference. The point I'm making is the podcast used to do better numbers. And maybe that's because I was doing consistent videos and I've only been, since I revamped the pod, I've only done about 9 episodes. I think this is, oh no, it's been more than that. I've done 40 through 52 is released. I'm recording 53 right now. That's what this is. So maybe I just got to keep it going and keep uploading clips on TalkTick. And I did that on purpose, you fucking idiot. I think that really is all I have. Let's see. I was talking about the EP singers. I don't know that I want an all instrumental album, and I can't sing. I'm not under the belief that it's impossible for me to sing. I'm just not I just learned how to kind of hit notes sometimes with my voice. I don't know my key either. I think it's F. I don't know my key. So I don't want to sing on the EP. So to have singers come in, and not even the same singer on each song, just singers come in and out and do stuff, maybe stuff that they write or maybe stuff that I write, which I'm not really a writer either, but I could get better at writing faster than I could get better at singing. And I need to take vocal lessons and guitar lessons and piano lessons and drum lessons and mixing lessons too. But I just haven't yet. Also need to revamp my schedule. That would be tight. That would be very cool. To work in more art time, more music time, more time to do fun stuff for the pod. Maybe silly skits. But I doubt it. But I need to find more time for the music. And my impulse is to stay up till 3 a.m. and do music stuff. That's when I really want to do it. Really late at night. I'm a nighttime person. That's when I want to do music stuff. But I also have responsibilities and I can't be sleeping in every single day. So, and workout days, that's 3 days a week. On workout days, it's like 2 p.m. by the time I'm like showered and dressed. And that's me being like fairly leisurely. I also cook breakfast every single day. It's really rare that I go pick up breakfast. I eat 3 eggs and a banana every single day, and I have 2 cups of coffee with oat milk creamer every single day. Sometimes I'll get breakfast from Starbucks, and that's very rare. That's if I'm in a pinch. A pinch. So, what the fuck am I even talking about? On workout days, yeah, I do all that stuff, and then it's evening. I'm sorry, it's afternoon by the time I like record the pod. And then, after that, it's like, time to figure out dinner. There's a little bit of time in between the podcast and dinner, but still. And that's every Monday. Every Sunday, I go run and I do body weight stuff at the trails, and that takes a little bit longer than the gym, so it's a little bit later. But I still have time on Sunday. I could do more stuff on Sunday. I also often don't want to do music stuff in the middle of the day. I want to do it late. However, recording for a video is better during the day because I open this window and it's really good lighting for the video. It's also terrible for my glasses. Like every single episode of the podcast on video, the glare on my glasses really annoys me. And I've thought about not wearing them, but the bags under my eyes are horrendous, dude. They look so bad, and the glasses hides them a little bit. So that's where I'm at with that. I've thought about doing late night podcasts, but on some of these nights that I eat edibles, I just look so high, dude. So thought about wearing sunglasses. In the no Bamba video, in the clips where I'm wearing sunglasses, it's because I'm very lit on edibles and I just look roasted, and I didn't want that on camera. So that's why I'm wearing sunglasses in that video for like the synthesizer part and I think all of the drumming, but not the piano part. There's a few videos before that where I wear sunglasses for the bass parts, but that's just because I thought it was funny I think it's funny. What am I even saying? I think it's funny to do a gag on how cool bass players are. Have I even thought about why I do that? I don't know. Having revelations. Anyways, dude, I think I've, crossed the threshold of about 12 minutes. I hope. But that's all I have, dude. If you guys could like and subscribe, and if you like it enough, share it maybe. If I could keep getting views and listens, that would be cool. I'm going to try and keep this going. Again, shout out to Judah, brother. Thank you, dude. I wouldn't have recorded an episode this week had you not messaged me. So shout out to him messaging me in response to the story I put up on Instagram saying there would not be an episode next Monday. Now there will be. Wow, dude. Talking so good. That story too, I put on a No Doubt song called Greener Pastures. That's an awesome song. Shout out to Ian for showing me that song in 2016 when I was in California for 9 months, and he came and visited for about a week. He showed me Greener Pastures and Total Hate 95. And I've been in love with No Doubt ever since. So shout out Ian. Love you, buddy. Miss you. Yeah, dude. What was I saying? Like, subscribe, share. I want another term for what I want you to do to the like button, but I just can't think of one because really they're all taken. I want to say roast it. Like a marshmallow for a s'more. Anyways, dude, thank you guys for listening. If you do listen, and the people who do listen, thank you very much, dude. I appreciate you, and I love you, and I like doing this, and it's cool, and I consume a lot of podcasts, so podcasting is something that I love. And thank you guys. So that's it. Bye.
personal God, help, and strength. And you ain't just got to quote Daniel and Shadrach and Moses, but you know that not only the Old Testament and the New Testament, you got your own testament of what the Lord has done for you that nobody else. In a war-torn land.
Now, if any of you sons of bitches got anything else to say, now's the fucking time! I didn't think so. 今日はおからめにしましょう。